2023 on EA Sports. And we'll be watching Chidobe Awuzie. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Bengals and the Texans on Thursday night.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 13 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading him out, the former Stanford man. At quarterback, it's Davis Mills.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And Pierce gets it again on second down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mills. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Bengals at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. their confidence really soaring.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mills to throw it. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mills to the air again.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. A first down throw for Mills. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Mills. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Mills. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. On the move past the 40. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 3rd down, Burrow. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
And now out comes Houston.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 47 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense taking over again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mills' throw completed to Mechie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 4.
Mills now from the 50. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the delay, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Burrow. That's complete right side to Asiasi. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On play action, Mills.
And this one is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
From the gun, here's Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills again. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Final play of the half, Mills. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some good games to look forward to in the early window, especially the one in Baltimore. A big one coming up for the Ravens as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Taking on the Chicago Bears. And one final game to highlight is the Sunday night extravaganza. And they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. A 1st down throw for Mills. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Mills. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Houston set to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. From the 39, Mills. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Throws right side, and that's complete. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Play action now, Mills. Got a man, it's Collins, complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Mills. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Mills, 4th down. Gotta have it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his way worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Mills now from the 50.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Mills. This ball caught by Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Again, it's Mills.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Second and 11. Mills now.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mills.
And that is incomplete.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Now Mills on fourth down.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good...
And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity.